We're happy to have Claudio and Pamela Consuegra, the Family Ministry Directors for the North American Division. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What separates marriages from those that are in trouble and those that succeed?
Research done by John Gottman out of the state of Washington, he has a big research facility there, shows that there's a ratio, a 5-to-1 ratio. Couples that maintain a positive to negative ratio that is 5-to-1 seem to be very successful and very happy. On the reverse side, those couples that maintain a negative 5-to-1 or whatever it is, a negative to positive ratio, seem to be in trouble. So the idea is to maintain that positive ratio, as many good things and as few bad things as possible in order to maintain a good, healthy relationship.
Pam, what have you found?
Well, like Claudio said, it's not a matter of saying, you know, I've done 5 good things for my spouse. now I have the opportunity to do one negative thing. But it's keeping it kind of lopsided, so to speak. That I make sure I continually fill his love bucket. That I keep those positive things coming that just keeps that love for each other growing strong.
Yeah.
Great, great. So what are some of the practices of this?
Well, what Gottman has found is that there are 4 things that couples in trouble do. And I think that's one of the first things that we want to say is eliminate them. And the first thing is criticism. Now, there's a difference between criticism and complaining. We can complain about something that our spouse does to us.
Right.
Maybe they did it on purpose or maybe not, but it's a complaint. You know, when this happened, I was hurt, I didn't like it or whatever. But when you criticize, you tend to finger point. You did this to me. And you usually use words like never or always, which basically cover forever, which is impossible for a couple. So criticism is one of those practices that tends to destroy couples if they do it habitually.
And the second thing is contempt. And contempt really takes criticism to a whole new level. And that's where we use insults. We use name calling. We make fun of our spouse in public, thinking it's cute, when really they're hurting inside.
Yeah.
There's a great example in the Bible, a time when David was bringing the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem and there was dancing and he was so happy he wanted to go home and share the joy with his family, and his wife, Michal, was waiting and said to him, "How glorious the king." You can almost picture her rolling the eyes, which is a very specific form of contempt. And that destroyed or began the destruction of their relationship. So using contempt is another one. In fact, Gottman calls them the horsemen of marriages in trouble. Criticism and contempt. But then David did the classical thing, number 3, defensiveness. When David said to Michal, "God chose me instead of your father and your family." So he defended himself immediately. He put up a fight, which again, when you use it on a regular basis, it destroys a relationship. Criticism, contempt, and defensiveness.
And it's so easy to become defensive.
Yeah.
You know, it's human nature.
Right.
It's not my fault. Or I did it because, or you made me do it. You know, that's the human nature of us. And that's one of the things that we use so often.
The fourth horseman is one that works very well for men, not for women, and it's stonewalling. When there are difficulties, there's an argument, men tend to shut themselves down or build this barrier, basically to say, "I'm not listening anymore." There's a commercial for a program where this lady says, the silent treatment doesn't work for men. They like it. But for women, it hurts them because it establishes a barrier in their communication and relationship.
And I think men know that because 85% of stonewallers are men,
Oh, wow.
not women. So men tend to use that tool frequently. And yes, it hurts us ladies.
Yes, it does.
The reality is all of us probably use at least one of them sometime during our relationship. What Gottman has found is that couples that use it on a regular basis, habitual basis, are the couples that are in trouble.
Claudio and Pam, thank you for sharing these practical ways that marriages go through their ups and downs. And thank you for giving us tools. Thank you so much.
Thank you.